Guys, so you have no idea how upset I am right now. As you know, I'm filming this on a school computer and I have no way to edit them. I accidentally just ended the last video of this that I was recording and it took so long, so I can't do anything about it except record a whole nother one. So that's cool. Anyways, I'm already wearing the first short that I'm going to show you. This is a back to school haul, plus some story times along the way. Look at all this. In my first one, I had the bags with no clothes out, and I was showing you at the beginning, but not anymore. Anyways, guys, I'm wearing space buns. I know you can't tell when I turn my head like this, you can only see one, but they're space buns. This is the first shirt. It is really cool. It's genuinely the coolest shirt that I've ever seen in my entire life, and I know you guys can't see the print that well, but look closely. It's like newspaper cutouts, and there's girls from the 1950s on it, and it's really cool. And if it were more colored, it'd be Maxine Baker coded. And as you can see, I'm clearly upset because of what just happened, but we're not going to talk about that anymore. These shorts, I really liked, and I'm so glad that I found them at my size because we tried like 2 on, and one was too small, one was too big, but this was just right. Goldilocks off. And look, I'm looking at my Tumblr, and I'm wearing combat boots, which I haven't worn since I was like 13 years old. Anyways, I'm gonna start with the first story time. So I think this is gonna be my thing from now on, by the way, guys, like little hauls but having story times in them. Also, this is just so goated. I love the shirt. Hold on, I'm gonna go back to the shirt because I mentioned this the last time I was recording, but this like newspaper cutout thing, I'm so glad I found this. Like I'm like heavily into this right now. Like I had a newspaper from 1967 and I like cut stuff out of it and like put it on my wall as a collage. So this is like a really awesome shirt. And anyways, I'm gonna move on to story time. I will be so careful not to press end recording this time. So y'all remember the huzz from the last story? I'm not gonna get too into it because I learned my lesson with that. I'm not gonna get too into that either. But when I used to do just story times, my last one got me in trouble, and it's not up anymore. So don't go looking for it because you're not gonna find it. But the huzz that found someone else. My friend called it. They lasted under a month, and before they split up again, I canceled plans that I had with them, partly for that reason, partly for another reason, but I thought it was donezo. It was not donezo. So that means that when school starts, because by the way, this is a back to school haul, on July 31st, because my school starts August 4th. Comment down below if that's hella early, or when your guys' school starts, because my school district is weird. My parents didn't go to school till mid-September, and my friend started literally today, July 31st, which is child abuse because that's the middle of summer, and I know August is summer too, but July is insanity. You're supposed to go back in fall. So anyways, when I see him at school, I will be pursuing him, and that leads into the next story time, which happened today, that I will be telling you guys. And I bet you didn't notice because of all my talking that I am wearing different bottoms now, and it is this skirt. It's this cute skirt that I got. So guys, this is a freaking Dee Dee's haul, by the way. Dee Dee's, I never hear anything about Dee Dee's, but for one thing, I did not expect it to be such a jackpot. I got so much stuff. It was so cute. I thought we were gonna have to go to multiple stores, but we ended up getting everything at freaking Dee Dee's, of all places. It was so swaggy. Different shirt now. This cherry shirt, which my mom says that I have to wear something under or over, which I didn't know was really gonna be a problem, but it was. So I'm wearing the sweater and the skirt that I showed you earlier, because this shirt is so Lana Del Rey coded. I got another shirt that was like Lana Del Rey coded that I will be showing you and getting to soon. But I guess we can get into the actual story time now. Trust me, there was a reason that I was mentioning the husband. So, I was in Dee Dee's when I saw this alt baddie, and by alt baddie I mean alt boy, who was working at the cash register. And I always keep my phone on me in case there's someone that I need to get their number, because I'm really like that. What can I say? But it's never happened yet until today. He was tatted up, and obviously, I didn't want to get his phone number in front of my mom. I wouldn't really want to get anyone's phone number in front of my mom, but there was a chance that he was 17 or 18. There's like people in my high school who have tattoos, so I had to shoot my shot. Like, I had to see, right? But I was going in the dressing room a lot, and like I said, we were getting a lot of clothes. We were there for a lot longer than I thought. So by the time I was in the dressing room, and a few times, and I came back out, and I saw that he wasn't there, and I was like, dang it, this man went on lunch break. So anyways, magic again. I'm in different bottom. Guess you didn't know, bet you didn't know that. Yup. These freaking blue checkered pants are eating up. That's all I have to say about that. But let me continue my story. So, after a few times of me going in and back out and like looking for clothes, he's back. The first time I went out and he wasn't there, my mom wanted me to show me like what the shorts looked like on. So I was looking for her, but for some reason she ventured off like 30 miles away in the store. So I had to go look for her. And when I did, this man was not there. But it would have been perfect if he was, because then I could go venture and then get his phone number. But nope, he wasn't there. He was on lunch break. So a few more times of going in the dressing room and like changing before he came back. Anyways, this is a shirt that I got. There's a little cross on it and lace. I know you can't see it that well, but it kind of only looks good off the shoulder, not gonna lie. Wearing it with these pants. Next, I'll show you what it looks like with the shorts from earlier. So this is what it looks like with the shorts on and the tights from earlier. The tights I didn't get at Dee Dee's. The tights I already had. I got for Christmas in 2023. But anyways, so when we were going to check out, right, we checked out at none other than, did I mention he came back already? Yeah, he did. I did. We checked out in the checkout that he was working at. So I was acting casual, trust me. I was over here like, being nonchalant, minding my own business off in my own world, mogging. Anyways, this is the next outfit. Both shirts that I'm wearing right now are shirts my mom wanted me to get. She convinced me into it. She coerced me. And I looked in the mirror and I was like, wait, these are kind of fire. The mirror in the dressing room. But now I'm looking in the camera and I'm like, wait, this is kind of not fire. Sorry, Mom. But this cross necklace is tangled up with two other necklaces. So, I mean, this could kind of be a vibe if it wasn't pink, if it matched. If this was a white, it would look cool. This is another necklace that is tangled up with. But it's okay. So, I'm gonna show y'all what this looks like without the shirt on top. By the way, if you're wondering about the setting change, it's because my little brother, who I share a room with, had to go to bed, so now I'm in the bathroom. Awesome. I think I just really don't like how this camera makes me look. Like, my side profile in this camera, and among other things, is horrible, but then I look in the mirror and I'm like, so cute. So I think it's literally just this camera, and I have beef with the camera. No, the camera has beef with me, and I don't know why, but trust me guys, in person, it works a lot more, and you can barely even see my makeup. The mirror is so much more high definition than this freaking camera. The high definition is the problem. Guys, I figured it out. It's the school air from the school computer, because we all know school air makes you chopped. Anyway, this is the vibe, the shirt, without the other shirt on top of it. How we feeling? How we feeling? I am not feeling good. So, anyways, I guess we're gonna move on. Once again, a very Lana Del Rey colored shirt. Once again, the computer does not do it justice. That's why I showed you guys in the mirror this time. Hold on, let me go cut the tag off. So, after I was done being nonchalant, and after we were done checking out, well, started a little bit before that, a little bit before we even started checking out, I started scheming up a plan in my evil genius brain that this is the part where if my mom's watching, I don't know how she's gonna react. I mean, she probably won't be mad, but I was like, what if I pretended that I forgot my phone in Dee Dee's in the dressing room, so that I'd run back in, and y'all will see where the story's headed if you don't already know. But I think it's pretty obvious where this is going. So after we were done checking out, I worked up the courage. I was like, took a few deep breaths, where I was like, Mom, I left my phone in the dressing room at Dee Dee's. Okay, magic again, magic bottom change. I'm now wearing this really cute brown skirt that like I always see on like Pinterest and like really hot girls wear. Pretty sure Madison Beer wore this. I don't listen to Madison Beer, but I just know she's really pretty. And this skirt is like a vibe. This brown skirt, especially with the Dr. Pepper tank. Oh my gosh, guys! And it would probably go harder if my hair was down. But yeah. So, anyways, I said that to my mom. I was like, I think I left my phone in D's, and she was like, "Are you kidding me?" And this was a little bit at the expense of her thinking I'm irresponsible. No surprise there though. Magic bottom change again. Yes. Camo sweatpants. Let's go. Once again, looks hecka cute with this tank top. So, anyways, I run back in the store, with my flannel, of course, trying to cover my back pockets because I have my phone in there. Yeah, like I said earlier, I lied for the Riz. So I'm running into Dee Dee's, awkwardly trying to freaking cover my back pocket, a little something like this. My third and final outfit, and then I'll finish the story time. Pants from earlier, and this freaking awesome camo shirt. Brooklyn 50. Wait, I'm dyslexic. I think that's 28. New York City. So, anyways, now we can finish the story without imitation. So, I run into the store, and the worker lady who was helping us earlier was like, "Oh no, did you forget something?" So I was like looking around frantically, a little bit panicking, but it just looked like I was frantic because it looked like I forgot my phone. So I was like, and I kind of walked towards her, and I was like, yeah, and I like looked around, and I ran into the dressing room, one of the dressing rooms that I was in, and I pretended to find my phone, and I was like, I got it. Then I walked right on past her, right to the cash register where the alt baddie boy was working, and there was only one person in that line, which wasn't a line because there was only one person, and it was an old lady. So once again, I whip out the nonchalantness. So I'm standing behind her, minding my own beeswax, just in line. Everyone's unsuspecting of what I'm about to pull. So when she's done checking out, I'll walk up, and since my phone dies in like 20 minutes because I have like a government track phone and it's very broken, I couldn't get his number by like putting it in my phone. So I was like, hey, can I have a pen and paper? And so he printed me out a paper and gave me a pen. So he turned around, he was doing whatever, like switching around the things on the shelves behind him. And I was like, is it possible? And he was like, yeah. And he stood up and faced me. And I was like, could I get your number? This is about to be very anticlimactic. But he was like, first of all, how old are you? And I was like, almost 16. And he was like, yeah, sorry, I'm 24. And that's the end of the story. That is the story of my first ever rejection that happened today. And it was amazing. It was a fun side quest, and I don't care because it was the universe giving me practice before I ask out the actual huzz at school. That's what I'd like to tell myself. So, if you enjoyed this, please leave a like. Pixies, stay fly. You guys are my blood. And don't forget to XD. Peace out, y'all. Wait, by the way, when I got home, I realized what I should have done to play it off cool and be funny. I should have been like, huh, well, good thing you said that, because you actually passed the test. Chris Hansen was waiting outside, and you thank your lucky star that you said no, because otherwise we would have got your ass. And then I should have like high-fived him and congratulated him. Anyways, guys, I didn't do that. Bye for real this time.